keep you updated on the capital and financial markets. Here is a recap of what happened. Getting to know unit trust schemes. Financial planning is a very important life skill that most of us had to learn on our own. At times, especially when we were young, we don't realize how important it is to plan for our financial future until we hit a life-changing moment, such as marriage or having. Philippine Pension Fund SSS, first half net income down 21% on higher expenses. The Philippines Social Security System, which manages retirement savings of private sector employees and the self-employed, says higher non-cash expenses drove net income down 21.36% in the first half of 2022 compared with the same period last year. Net income for the 6 months to June was 10.49 billion pesos, down from 13.34 billion pesos in the first half of 2021. Total income was up 8.53% to 148.98 billion pesos. Singapore is exploring restricting retail access to cryptocurrencies. The city's regulators are looking at making it harder for the public to buy cryptocurrencies, but will not ban such trading activities. The Monetary Authority of Singapore is contemplating having customer suitability tests and restricting the use of leverage and credit facilities for crypto trading, its chief Ravi Menon said at a seminar on the 29th of August. MAS regards cryptocurrencies as unsuitable for use as money and as highly hazardous for retail investors to dabble in as they are extremely volatile, he said. The market is fraught with risks of market manipulation and speculation in crypto, is what MAS strongly discourages and seeks to restrict. Asset managers renaming ESG funds told to brace for backlash. Asset managers that just reclassified hundreds of environmental, social, and governance funds should expect to have to explain themselves to their regulators and investors, according to lawyers advising the industry. The warning follows the recent redesignation of about 700 funds in the EU to a category known as Article 8, which is seen as offering some ESG attributes. The fund class has mushroomed since its introduction in March last year to now make up roughly half the total domiciled in the EU, or US $3.8 trillion, analysts at Morningstar Inc. estimated. High inflation, recession risk widen ECB dilemma. Eurozone inflation jumped to another record high and will soon hit double-digit territory, heralding a string of big interest rate hikes even as a painful recession appears increasingly certain. Driven by expensive gas and a devastating drought, consumer prices jumped more than expected in August and further rises are already in the pipeline, suggesting more pain for households and businesses as they burn through their cash reserves. This coincidence of high prices and low growth, often referred to as stagflation, leaves the European Central Bank with only painful choices that will increase the pain for the Eurozone's 340 million people. Strengthened response on climate risk by financial institutions bears fruit, say regulators. Greater awareness and efforts by financial institutions to strengthen their response to climate risk has led to an increased demand for practical tools and urgency to address key gaps needed to support the transition, said financial regulators on the 1st of September. In a joint statement, Bank Negara Malaysia and the Securities Commission said the Joint Committee on Climate Change continues to engage with the relevant ministries, government agencies and corporates to identify climate and sustainable financing needs that can be mobilized through the financial sector. This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.